Hill song.
Oh, yeah.
Just now.
Ready or not?
Yeah, I know.
Here I come.
You're like, you can't hide.
No,
No.
nigga.
Nah.
We're not doing that. Nah, there's some G-Unit shit. G-Unit.
All right. Shake and bake. Moving on.
Let's go.
October 2017. Mm-hmm. If you guys haven't noticed, this entire episode is going to be us recapping the last 8 months. But at the same time, we're giving you this great shit.
Let's go, baby.
All right. So the BBP in October. What were you up to in October? Halloween time? In between time?
Candy time.
It's fall time.
Fall time.
Getting sexy time. Leaves are gold and yellow. What are you feeling like? What are you guys doing? Sipping hot chocolates?
Dicks and asses.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, that's aggressive.
That's a really aggressive.
I don't know why I said that.
Why?
I don't fuck in the ass.
I don't.
I've
never.
You've never done it?
What? One time it was like, oops, wrong hole.
Oops, I did it again. I played with your ass. Got lost in the cheeks. Oh, baby, oops, I came in your butt. Didn't mean to do it. I'm not that homosexual. I don't know what happened.
You gotta give me a signal when we're audible.
I'm so sorry.
Because I was going with the original song.
Nah,
and
I had
you
to go
remixed
left.
it.
I had to go left.
You went
but no,
far.
it's what were we talking about?
October.
Oh yeah, my bad. What just happened?
Fall time.
Fall time.
And it started the NBA season.
Let's go.
Okay, so in October, here we have. This is actually a big story.
Go.
October saw the Las Vegas concert shooting that killed 58 people. And
That was some gangster
more
shit.
than 500 others.
You know what, dog?
Wait.
I'm gonna
take
go,
that back. That's
listen,
not gangster.
Ready? No.
That was,
okay, you're right. When I say gangster,
it was like,
gentlemen,
honest to God, it was like something out of like GTA.
Exactly.
That's what you mean? Okay. Like, have you ever look?
Exactly.
Is it too soon to talk about this in like a very like?
Ladies and gentlemen, full disclosure: if you have a loved one or relative that you lost or knew was hurt or affected by the shootings in Las Vegas in October 2017, feel free to skip the next 5 to 10 minutes because we're gonna talk about it. And you will not like it.
I was literally, when that shit happened, I was like, yo, this guy GTA'd the shit out of Las Vegas. Yeah. It was San Andreas all over again.
San Andreas.
And in GTA 5, Las Vegas is considered, no, it's Los Santos is the big part. I won't get this right. It doesn't matter. But basically, it's based off California. Los Angeles is LA.
Bro,
Los
the man
Santos.
ratatata the place.
Yo, he went bananas.
What was crazy about it? And this is what I mean by
Bump
it
stock
being
machine
gangster.
guns, like,
yeah. Let's go.
Oh.
And I heard he let off like
a bunch of clips.
Like ratata.
I saw like all these victims on CNN, and one guy said his wife pulled him aside and was like, "You're bleeding," and he's like, "What do you mean?" And he looks, and his shoulder has like a hole in his shoulder. He said he could put his thumb through it. I'm like, those are some bullets, man.
Bro, I heard it was like I thought it was like an M16 and like some next military.
Did you ever get the
grade
chance
shit.
to see the pictures of the hotel? Like, he barricaded the hotel room door. Did he really? He had multiple magazines ready for reload. Wow. It was like, have you ever played GTA and said, I just want to kill some people today?
All the time. I mean, I don't play it no more, but when I did play
you did, like, consistently.
Bro,
I'd park my ass on the top of, like, a parking lot and just go bananas, and I'd have a rocket launcher just in case a helicopter came.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
And that's all you need to worry about.
And I'd make sure I had, like, 30 grenades and just toss. That's what the guy did.
For real.
That was some
Is he in jail? He's in jail, right?
I hope he's dead.
Didn't he kill himself?
I think he did.
I think he killed himself.
See, these are stories that happened like 5 months ago now.
Yeah.
In the moment, I'm invested. After a month,
that's
the problem with media, man.
That's how we are nowadays.
Like, literally, something next happens and we move on.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
That's literally what it is.
But this is a question I have. Okay, let's say, put yourself in his mindset, right? Okay, you hate your life. You know you're gonna kill yourself, so you decide I'm gonna murk some niggas before I go, right? Would you? Okay, let's say you were suicidal.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, if suicide is a sensitive topic for you, please feel free to change the station or whatever the case is, because we're just gonna talk about it a little bit, just a little bit,
just a bit.
I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feeling, but we're just talking about it.
We're exploring.
And this is just what we think, because we're not suicidal. We don't have that mindset.
This is 100% just our opinion.
Yeah. If you were suicidal, right? Let's say you knew, like, I'm gonna kill myself tonight. What would you do before you did it?
That's such a difficult question.
It's a difficult question, right?
Because I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Because in the moment, okay, and this is why I don't think at this point in my life, that would never be an option for me. It's because I have a son. You know, it's like
For sure.
What I'm copping out because
You just see his face when you think about it for real.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do?
What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
He's a 5-year-old.
Yeah, like
What's he gonna do?
Now, if he wasn't around, it would be a lot easier choice to make. I think.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Think so.
Yeah.
Because you don't have anything. You're not responsible for anyone.
Right.
But at this point, it's like, nah, I'm gonna fight it out to the end. Like, you're gonna have to take me, God. You're gonna have to find a way, because I ain't gonna cop out because I got a 5-year-old. But I'm different. That's my reason.
For sure.
I think it's the same for you.
100%.
You have a daughter.
1,000%.
Yeah. So, like, it's not like one of those things where I'm gonna write a letter or nothing.
No,
I'm just
writing no letter.
No,
I don't
honestly,
want
man,
to
like
read nothing.
I'd probably.
But I wouldn't want to hurt nobody. Like I would just.
But that's the thing.
You know?
That's why I think, you know, and I'm being 100% honest. Suicide is a very selfish thing. Because,
I agree. Yeah,
because you are essentially hanging it up without trying to let others help. And maybe you've talked about it. Granted, maybe you've expressed it, and maybe people haven't noticed because you've given signals. I mean, I've watched movies and stories and watched documentaries about this. Like, I think I have enough education on suicide to understand that people can give signals that other people won't notice. But I think until you come out and say, I'm depressed or I'm suffering from these things, you have to be open about it and then let people help you.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't know what I'd do. I don't think it'd be one of those things where it's like, honestly, I just want to go out quietly.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think I'd even broadcast
it's because so my mom, this was back in, I don't know, 20 years ago, let's say. How old am I? 30?
Yeah,
so yeah,
30.
This is, maybe 15 years ago. Maybe it doesn't matter. 15 years ago, whatever. She actually, at one point in her life, she worked for a suicide crisis line.
Okay.
So literally, she didn't do it for too long because it's crazy, bro.
I can't imagine anybody.
Basically, what she does is, for a certain period of time, she would be in her room.
Yeah.
And let's say from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Let's say.
Yeah.
It's a suicide hotline.
Yeah.
For niggas that want to kill themselves, they would call the number, and it's basically you, the person on the other end, are the last resort to them just murking themselves.
Yeah.
So you'd have a guy call you like, "Hey, like I have a gun right now. I'm about to kill myself, and I just don't know what to do or whatever."
Yeah.
And it was her job to kind of say and do the right things to try to talk them down.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I
could never do that job.
No.
You could tell me the salary is $100K a year. I can't.
I mean,
I would try for a month.
I try for a year.
And just get that K.
Real quick on a K. That's a lot, though. Yeah. It's a lot of mental anguish. And I think to do that job well, because I mean, I can't imagine.
I couldn't enjoy the money.
Well, I can't imagine.
I'd buy a ton of shit to make me enjoy it.
For sure.
But it'd be hard to enjoy the money.
I just can't imagine So your success rate isn't going to be 100%. You're not going to save every nigga that calls you.
Dude,
you might have a nigga shoot himself on the phone with you.
We work in the fitness industry. Is your closing percentage 100%?
I mean, no, it's not.
Exactly. So you ain't going to save 100% of the people that call.
Exactly.
Got it. Yeah.
So it's like, it's... But I don't know. Back to the original question. I don't know what. I think I would just. What I actually do, I'd probably honestly. I don't know.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Until
I really don't
you're
know.
there.
And that's what it is. You won't know until you're there.
It's like me asking a deep sea diver, what does it feel like to be 10,000 feet?
Right.
You know, underwater in a submarine. What's the pressure? And then he's like, it feels like X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, oh, okay, word. Yeah, that's cool. But until I'm there, I will never know what that feels like.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like, and God forbid, knock on wood, you know, I never get there.
No,
and I don't intend to.
Right.
I just honestly find enjoyment in life too much.
But
no matter what I'm going through, I will find a silver lining.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can understand
that's just my
it.
attitude.
I understand it. I understand how somebody could be like, you know what? I'm gonna get up in this window, and just shoot everybody. I could, and listeners, I'm someone who I can understand actions and a mindset, but I don't necessarily agree with it
or condone it.
So so I can understand how somebody could have an AR-15 or an M16 standing in a window, shooting at random people and just watching bodies drop and going, it's awesome.
You can see
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And I get how someone who's at that point where they're about to murk themselves could have enjoyment or a release from that. I don't condone it, obviously.
I know what you mean.
So I get it.
I'll put it into context for the listeners. It's like, imagine you're in traffic. You're stuck in traffic. And it's your turn. You're coming off the shoulder. You're making the right, trying to exit, and some motherfucker in a pickup truck just cuts you off. And you're like, if I could get away with this shit, I would ram my car into his back.
In his backside.
And keep driving.
Yeah.
Just to let him know, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
That's what that is.
That's
it's that
exactly.
moment where it's like, I don't give a fuck about my property. I'm going to fuck your shit up.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I want you to hurt.
That's what it is. I want you to hurt. When somebody decides I want you to hurt, that means they don't care about consequences.
Yep.
And that's what comes with, murder, God forbid, rape, things like that. When somebody just does not give a fuck about the consequences, they're the most dangerous person to deal with. So I never want to deal with somebody who has nothing to lose. Because at that point, it's like,
scary.
You look dangerous. It's like, I'm going to exit stage left.
I'm going to just leave. Whatever you want.
I'm just go.
I'm out.
So I think we both shacked the fool that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no, not really. We'd step the story. We talk about
the story, but I would shack the fool the
individual.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Revolution.
Okay.
And this is why I firmly believe the year 2017 was the year of the woman.
What?
Mr. Harvey Weinstein.
What happened? Who was what?
Oh my God! Come on, Joe. For real. You're joking, right?
Harvey Weinstein. Who's that again?
Jesus Christ.
I'm so shit.
Jesus Christ.
Who's that again? I know that
I'll
name.
just read you the story.
Okay, go.
Also in October, as I typed here, the New York Times reports. Oh God,
this
I need new glasses.
nigga
I really need new glasses.
Needs help.
Fuck me.
You need some milk.
I got it. The New York. I'm literally holding it up.
Dog, this guy's holding it like a 70-year-old man right now. Hold on, let me just check this shit right here.
Well, hold on there, Sony. Let me just get out my bifocals and just double check this print. Okay, the New York Times report on movie mogul Harvey Weinstein that unleashed a flood of sexual harassment charges against prominent men in media and politics.
Oh my God! Yes.
This is when every man went through their text messages.
He raped me. He raped me. He raped me. He raped me. He raped me too. Aren't you a man? Yeah, but he put his dick in my ass. I ain't asked him to. Okay.
Don't be so insensitive.
No, my bad. No, fuck that. No. You're right.
Look, a lot of shit came down.
You're right.
A lot of shit came down the pipe. I was
literally. Shit. Just saying, like.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this: all these guys that had these allegations came out on them. Yeah. I felt bad for them because a lot of it was like I didn't feel bad for most of them. I said I felt bad for some of them because.
But how would you know who to feel bad for?
No, I don't. Okay. And it's not like I was saying, I feel bad for this guy. I just felt for some of them because it's like, man, this is the problem. This is the problem with all these allegations, right? Sometimes men, me included, can say some shit just in jest, just as, jokingly. How am I supposed to know in the moment that you take offense to it if I see you smile or laugh or giggle?
Right. Okay.
When really you could be severely offended or anything like that.
Weren't these the rape charges?
No, some of them were like, he touched me inappropriately. Some were like, he sent me inappropriate text messages. Listen, I will say this on the air. I have said some shit to some people.
That's weird. I thought it was all like rape across the board.
No, a lot of it was,
like
sexual.
Drug me and rape me.
A lot of it, that was Bill Cosby, bro.
No, I know.
A lot of it was like, sexual harassment, like, excessive messaging, gifts being dropped off, things like that. There's some dudes that just literally, like, fuck themselves over by putting themselves out there. But there were some instances where it's like,
really?
I mean, I've said some shit like that.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, I can see. I'm not really in that world, but
yeah,
I can see. And this is the thing. I think as men, if I'm interested in you, I'm gonna say some shit to let you know that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come out and say, "Hey, I like you, wanna fuck." but I'm gonna kind of be. I'm gonna be. What's the word I'm looking for? Charming.
Yep.